So, that's that, then? That'll prevent us from being changed into Mascherines.
If what we suspect is true, yes.
And if it's not, then we're dead either way.
Enough wading in such red waters, please.
Zillia's right. It will soon be time to march, and we do not have heart to spare for foul thoughts.
But do we have enough? The spire is practically impenetrable. It'll be like scaling a jagged cliff.
There are ways about it, Rex, I assure you.
I'm not speaking of tactical maneuverings, Valencio. I'm speaking of sheer numbers. From the reports, the force that we're up against comprises faction upon faction of masked runners. Do we know just exactly what we're up against?
We're outnumbered, aren't we? The masked runners are strong in number, yes, but we are trained in the Medea, and they are not. That has always been the advantage of the Masquerada, and it will be what wins us this battle, too. And what if... Luminary, if there are any concerns that you have. What if she's right?
She?
This Lucia woman that you've spoken of, and the cataclysm. I mean, if we're going so far as to believe everything that you've told us about that stone that you've got there, about what happened at the Hall of Songs, who's to say she isn't right?
Your words are bordering on treachery, Seville.
Perhaps if I had some assurance that...
Mirabas is dead, and the Hall of Songs has withered. Is that not assurance enough that Lucia cares not for our culture? For what defines us as a people? Is that the sort of leader that you wish to follow?
I suppose you're right. Forget I ever said anything. Please. Perhaps...
Amadea?
Cicero, the Dactytes have moved.
What?
The Laboris scouts saw them. A group has left the spire.
Prepare the defenses.
Not here. The Whispering Streets.
Why?
I don't know. But it was not a small dispatch.
Well, then we have to stop them, won't we?
Good. That's just what I was...
No,
What?
we're not going.
Why?
This is an opportunity. They're weakened. Their numbers are out. We must strike.
They are your brother's people, Cicero.
My brother is dead. And so is Razatov, and Lysandra, and Mirabos, and Ven. We're not going to the streets.
Cicero, please.
Leave us. We have things to discuss.
Cicero, what has gotten into you?
We need to make plans.
What we need is to...
Do not waste the lives of the Melicartes, Zelia. They have bought us an opportunity. We are going to use it.
Agreed. We aren't in a position to go around helping other masked runners when we have enough who are trying to kill us. If the Crown would report their individual strengths, we can formulate a plan from there.
We'll be just a moment.
Amadea told us what happened.
Why aren't we going?
There's no time.
No time for what, Cicero? Your brother's people?
They could help us.
No. We stand a better chance now.
Please, what has gotten into you?
We have a job to do. The city is at stake and...
Siciana!
Do you feel that? That is pain, Gavar. Wrap your mind around it. Be familiar with it. Now see. You are still alive. You can survive this. You must.
I tried. I stayed. And it wasn't enough. They died because of me. Mira. Then... Livia. Because I was too slow. Because I was too stupid. Lucia warned me this would happen. She told me the others would pay. And they have. How can I live with myself?
We'll find a way. Together. All of us.
Now come here.
I'm sorry, Marshal. I think I might have gotten some blood on your armor.
I think I might leave it there. It's sure to be worth quite a bit when we win this war.
There. All done.
Where is she?
Out in the field.
I should go. Thank you. All of you.
Go, Cicero.
I can see where it's coming from, because on some level, if you're willing to attack while they're split up, you have an opening. But you're sacrificing people that might be willing to help you. We are down one portion of the crown, and if they were willing to help, then we'd have one extra piece of the crown to help us. Not a piece of the crown, but having them help would be like the equivalent of getting back the army that we lost, because their factions in general are just huge. So summon down a meteor storm, or coat the caster in fire, reducing all damage they take by 25% for 10 seconds. Reduced damage is not a bad idea. 25% is not that much, though. And a meteor's just fun. Sometimes that's my only reasoning. Did you get the new one? I don't think you did you? No. Was it somebody else? It was you. No. No. Knocks enemies back and deals 10 base damage for 20 seconds. That's not a bad amount of time. This being a distraction could be fun, but because he's a squishy character, having something that knocks people back actually would come in handy. And it lasts 20 seconds, which is a pretty big chunk of time for a lot of these fights. So having ongoing waves of knocking people back would be a big deal. But yeah, maybe getting the loyalty of the Malacarte is how we get the equivalent of the strength that we lost when the other group left us. And, I don't know. Maybe once we join with them, the other group will come with us too. That's a skill reset.
I can't believe they're coming together again. Other than the altars, I mean.
You sound disappointed that they're uniting.
The last time they came together was for the Bright War, and that only made things worse for the Contadani.
Honestly, sister, I have a feeling things are going to be a lot different this time around.
I think maybe you're right. But, sir, you're needing something?
Yeah, it's not ignorable. They are basically rising up against the Contadani all over again, but the Contadani in particular, this particular faction, have gone above and beyond anything else in the past, I think. What did I get this time? Is it that one? Pell? Thought I had something new. The mask customizations just don't seem all that important a lot of the time. Dieci Sovrani. The Dieci Sovrani, or the Opal Guild, is regarded by many to be the most lavish of all the guilds, for they are indeed the wealthiest. The customs of the Dieci are atypical for a guild of Amber, attributed principally to the fact that it is composed primarily of foreign blood. Though it is not unheard of to find people not of runic descent within their ranks, the sight is certainly rare. We're still getting news about individual factions. The thing about bringing that kind of stuff up this late in the game is that there's a decent chance that we will have discovered that those bits of truth along the way. Like, we've learned a lot about the Dieci just by happenstance along the way, so getting a dedicated entry is almost redundant at this point, aside from the fact that the game seems to be content to make sure everyone gets one.
Hey. Well, are you just going to stand there, or are we going?
What?
To the Whispering Streets. Where else?
I knew you'd come back.
Really?
Come on. Let's go.
And all that had to happen is I got hit a lot. So are we going to come up with some contrived reason why everyone has to split up again, or is everyone going to show up there? Like, maybe the two characters I don't control are just kind of there by happenstance? It's just weird how we keep splitting up. Oh, she's mandatory. Given that I would still go with Kalden. It's a healer.
My brother used to tell me much about the Malakate, but the one thing he refused to touch was the Whispering Streets.
Because it was a place filled with secrets that, if anyone else knew, would have jeopardized our entire way of life.
But I've been too familiar with that notion these past few days.
I suggest you get used to it. We're in for a lot more change. Ages, it's so quiet.
Perhaps the Dactytes haven't arrived yet.
All the better. That gives us time to get to the center of the ward. It's where Jezero will be.
You know the way?
No, it changes all the time. I'm going to have to call one of the lookouts. They'll take us through.
The Whispering Streets hadn't always been home to the mask runners. In the city's youth, the streets had actually been home to one of the busiest markets. During the Masquerada, however, the entire layout of the city warped, and trade became clustered around the city's center, which was simply more accessible. After the Whispering Streets were emptied, its poor location in the city dissuaded many from settling in it, leaving it but a shell of a ward, perfect for the mask runners who began warping the corridors of the stone to further keep out unwanted intruders. Though the Portieri have attempted multiple times to clear the streets of mask runners, none of their assaults have yet wielded any success, for the mask runners have gotten to know the streets too well. 5 locations to go. That's how you really know we're getting to the end of the game, is that we can only visit 5 new locations to learn about, and then that's it.
In we go.
So that's the obvious thing. Let's take a quick look around. I can't help it. They hide things, and you never know how important it might turn out to be. Could be an upgrade, could be Mascherines, could be just lore.
This place feels so wrong.
It's by design. Every other night we have earthbrands that go out into the streets and twist them. It keeps Portieri away from us. All right, time to get help. There we go. Anytime now. What?
Don't let them leave!
You force my hand.
Well, that wasn't very nice at all. I don't appreciate this. Well, we're really getting stormed right here, too. Let's try to group my characters together, just because at least Kalden's defensive spells will hopefully help out a bit. Do what I can. Are we gonna get any help during this fight? Oh wow, not necessarily, huh? I kind of figured that we would get immediately helped out by members of the local mask runners to try to defend us. That happens a lot in RPGs, like everyone gets swarmed, like, oh no, all hope is lost, and then the local faction shows up to save the day. It's like, haha, why are you doing in our lands?
We're going to have to find our own way through.
Well, calling a, oh, we have multiple paths to take. Oh. So calling a scout didn't work out. Now it's like a randomized dungeon? Perhaps? Probably not randomized. But we have a labyrinth of individual screens to jump between and hope things work out. Uh-oh.
I think we're on the right...
What in all the legacies is that?
Brace yourselves! Watch your flanks!
Just us against all of them? There's so many of them. And also, seriously, why are we... Where's Vasco and Tiziana? Why are they not here? This is the stakes are way too high to excuse characters just not being here the way they are. Okay, seriously, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 enemies, and one of them's an avatar, apparently. Goody. This would be good. This would have actually been a good time to have Vasco around because of all of his nasty AoE abilities. Oh my goodness. My characters are just being stabbed on every side. This is comical. Alright, now a lot of them are going down now. Jeez. It's just kind of excessive, frankly. Okay, I need to pick him back up. Quickly. Quickly. There we go. Let's buff them. There we go. Doing what I can here. Alright, we're fine now. Especially since the Avatar is down. That really cuts their chances in half.
It must be the new Mascherines, fresh as they are.
Mages against such raw power. The Medea are barely going to be of any use against them.
Come on, we have to keep going.
In every fight we do like this, another Masquerine's being wiped out. Which means another soul is being deleted, more or less. Well, only two last. This is our second to last cultural entry. That one's part 1. Weird. Elementa. Masquerada, equipped with fresh Mascherines, seem to be able to wield the elements with stunning ferocity, controlling them in amounts almost impossible to conceive. But we cannot let them frighten us. Behind those walls of ice or fire, they are still just like us, and, like us, they can be broken. Let's go break some people! Is that not the message you had in mind? Was that a little macabre? Basically just picking random directions at this point. Oh. Well, that's not a happy corner.
Hold your ground!
Huh. Every time I change rooms twice, we get another fight. Maybe it's not even... I wonder if it's scripted and you always just get where you're going after X number of rooms. That'd be interesting. The spinning guys I used to always run away from certainly got less threatening over time. There we go. It should be alright. Casting something to help my party out. As long as a bunch of Kaladin's defensive stuff is kept up, we're generally in good shape. There we go. One's down, which usually means the tide's turn starting now. I'm using Sorella's ward. Using a lot of things actually that should help with the enemies. And here come the summons. The distracting summons. There we go. Now we're all set. No, not the kill again. Oh great, dead people are everywhere. What a happy rebellion with totally noble goals and can totally reasonably justify its behavior. No. No.
Damn it. Dead end.
And a dead family. Goody. I got new ink from this dead family. Goody. Why? How do you justify this? What are they doing? They're just killing families of people now. How does one even bring themselves to do this and then think that they can justify any of it? It's nuts. Have I checked in on everyone's skill points? Does anyone have 3? No one has 3. Okay. We have not yet gotten a single skill point since back when I originally set this up. So it seems like I can confirm that this is actually a concrete location you do need to explore methodically. Because we reached the dead end and now we're backtracking. I liked how I just created a mob of my characters standing in a triangle down here and using all of our skills. And so we just created a circle of bodies as a result. Do I know that guy? Apparently not. No reaction. He just seemed awfully important with how he was placed. Oh, now there's 2 of them. 2 avatars. Alright. Let's focus on everyone else first, perhaps. That should help, right? I just feel like targeting the weaker enemies first would somehow help us. Using Innervate with its dual purpose actions. Kaladin is scary effective with how I already have. He just has so many different skills. I should have given him the I don't know. I was thinking maybe I should have given him the modifier that helps him regenerate cooldowns faster because he always has so much energy to cast with. But at the same time, he's set up right now to be harder to kill, and it's certainly paying off. New Masquerine for Cicero at long last. Kilgan affinity, is that what it is? Yep. Interesting. Is he gonna get to summon Kilgan? I might prefer my current thing instead. Also, that's a duplicate of what Amadea has, whereas I actually quite like the fact that he can turn into a... he can cloak himself in a healing rock. It's a little hard to keep track of where you're going when you're teleporting between screens. I think I'm still going somewhere new now, though.
I've got your back.
Hello. Don't you guys seem nice? There we go. Yeah, I can pretty much just spam all of Calvin's abilities back to back, and then by the time any of them replenish, he has the energy to cast them again. There we go. That should make people pretty hardy. By the way, I want to point out that all the way down here, all of this fruit stuff is all having physics right now, so it's rolling around and freaking out down there. Just an amusing background detail I was picking up on during the fight. There we go. Cleaner. So many paths. I'll keep going down instead of up. Whenever I get the option. And then I'll remember to go up when that doesn't work. If it doesn't work.
Weapon at the ready.
What bothers me a little bit is that the, okay, this is just a flat-out dead end. This area is so open that I'm worried that I'm gonna miss stuff on accident just because of how open it is, and that'd be more or less unavoidable, unfortunately. It's just a fact of the situation that let's just have her burrow away because she's taking a lot of damage. Oh, I just got grabbed. That was freaky. But yeah, this area is so non-linear, and I feel like when I stumble on the solution, it'll probably just end. So I'm a little concerned about the idea that I might miss out on stuff because of the design of this area. Because we've already encountered a Masquerine and a engraving by wandering around. So if I miss a room, I could miss that. I didn't quite check the corner. Nope, there's nothing here. Just a fight. These random encounters do make me slightly feel a pang for the fact that there's no experience system in this game. You just get skill points for doing story. So those fights are functionally filler. That don't... I mean, you could argue a lot of RPG stuff is filler anyway, but in this case I don't get a reward of any kind, really.
I'm ready.
Hello, this seems almost important. At the very least, there's a bunch of different exits from this one. Okay, maybe there's a place I needed to find. There's only so much to talk about at some point. I'm kind of just repeating the same encounters over and over again now. Casting Innervate where I can to help out. Keep him up, Calvin. Calvin's taking some serious damage. Thankfully, I have a decent number of ways of healing, but it's not ideal. The guy's almost down. There we go. There's the tipping point right there. Oh no. I almost feel bad. The little serpents that were helping me during the fight just sort of collapse and implode and gurgle as they die. Oops. So we have a staircase and we have this path. I keep thinking to go down. Watch us find out that if I just kept going up, we'd win. This looks redundant. Have I been here before? No, this is new. I'm auto-saving. Maybe I found the way out. It kind of looked like they recycled the same room back there.
Wait! Now you see what I've wanted for you, what I gave you the opportunity to receive.
You and your scum killed Lysandra.
She was bringing you down. Her broken heart blinded her to the opportunities I gave her. To make real the dreams of the mask runners. Power, glory.
We wanted a world where we were free.
No! We wanted a world where the Masquerada understood what it meant to be like us. I am your door to that world. You've seen the power that lies at my fingertips.
Aegis. He sounds just like Lucia.
Think about it, Jezero. Think about what this choice would mean for you. Glory, power versus this wasteland that you've been living in. This power can free you of the chains of oppression, the shackles that we've all done nothing to deserve, but were instead born into. All that can come to an end if you let it.
And my people, you will spare them?
They will join us, of course. Be part of the dream that we've chased for so long.
You promise?
I promise.
Stop it!
Amadea?
Look around you, Jez. This is not what we're about.
You left us.
And I spent those years with regret.
What?
Those 5 years away from here made me realize how much a part of me the Malakate were. How much was missing without them.
Foolish sentimentality.
This is what we are, Jez. Turn your back on this and there will be nothing but pain down the road. No glory, no peace, and no freedom. That I can promise you.
The Herald was right. Get them!
Let's make them regret this.
Well, he's not a talker, is he? This Nal's been a character that's sort of been waiting in the background as someone we're going to find out about sooner or later, and here he is. Our encounter with this character we've known has been working for the Herald. Although we practically haven't seen him, I don't think, since the Herald's face was revealed. It was way back when she was a masked character, was when we constantly had references to Nal. Wow. Really taking a hit on Calvin, aren't we? Ow. Alright, one of them's down though, thankfully. Just need to take out the second avatar. Ow. Stop that. Pain. There we go. Let's throw some of these down. You're not really casting right now. There we go. Oh, he's down. Say goodbye now. So often do I speak of the greatness of dreams and aspirations that it would be easy to think that I've been blinded to the dark paths that they can lead us down. But dreams, precisely due to their unadulterated purity, are susceptible to manipulation, and it is the wisest and most wicked of minds that have come to comprehend the notion that dreams are harder to destroy than they are to defile. Such has happened with Nal, a man who had once been close to my brother, led astray by vile promises and false assurances. He continued to be guided by the light of his dream, but noticed little that its course had been shifted. I am filled with more pity than anger at the man, and more envy than detestation. After all, his strength and commitment to my brother's cause had never once wavered, despite the shifting form of its objective. Yet what does it say about the world which we live in, that I am still here while he is not? Whatever the case, we must press on. There is no time for lamentations now. The final hours approach. That might have been an issue with Nal, is that he doesn't seem like he was a free thinker on any real level. He seemed to just want a thing to follow. So he was one of those people that would just sort of recite the rhetoric that his leaders told him, and he would just follow whoever and be incredibly loyal and trusting and just follow through and bite anyone else that argued with them. But he never really questioned what he was doing as far as we could tell. We have 3 points now! Yay! So I go for the earth tag stuff. Attack speed bonuses or durations doubled. Let's get more mask ultimate when mask charges are spent, or we gain multiple ways of mask charge regeneration. I should probably go for that because he constantly struggles to regenerate anything. It's becoming a problem that his skills will not be on cooldown, but he won't be able to cast any of them. So that'll probably That'll hopefully lead to an improved efficiency there. We can give Kaladin focus regeneration by 5% per second. That probably help with the fact that he's getting weaker at tanking now. Maximum focus being up probably wouldn't help as much because he still is going to be constantly taking damage, so having the regeneration itself go up seems like it'd be better for recovery. So I probably should go for that. Speeds up the cooldowns on all of Kaladin's skills by 3 seconds. Wow. That's also pretty good. That might even be better. But I think it's only when he uses this skill, Hope Spring. The other one is weaker energy pulse emanates from Kaladin 3 seconds after the first. Okay, so he does. This is the one where he does. He heals focus of himself and allies, and a weaker one would happen 3 seconds later, which would be a good follow-up. I think I'd want the reduced cooldown though. That's pretty great. Mixed feelings between the two options. I'm gonna go for the cooldown one, I think. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Tiziana? Her primary skill's already upgraded. Going for the shield's always tempting. Ooh, it heals her. That's nice. And it protects against various effects. Or she gets 5 mask charge per second for 5 seconds. That's a lot of mask charge, isn't it? What's her maximum? I don't think I can tell from here. It's not going to highlight for me. One more fireball on her spinning attack, or increase the radius and rotation. Let's see. I think I'm going to go for the major defensive upgrade. Amadea also has upgraded her passives all the way up. Let's see. This is Convergence. That's the one that blasts people. There's also the Innervate. I already maxed out Innervate. Increased damage by 50 regardless of target's position. That's a lot of damage. Regardless of Amadea's remaining focus. What? Increased damage by 50 regardless of target's position or regardless of Amadea's remaining focus. Right. Because this increases damage based on remaining focus. And the main part, there's part of it that affect the distance, right? The further the target, the greater the damage. Targets are rarely as far away as you'd want them to be in practice so far, so I think I'm going to do the target's position upgrade. Vasco, you haven't finished your passives yet. Increase all damage by 13%. Damage reduction. Oh. 2 seconds after Sonic Boom, another blast is triggered. Or allies in the blast gain 25 damage reduction for 3 seconds, and that's also not bad. I'm gonna go for the passive though. I think it's good to have everyone's passives more or less upgraded, or most of them, just because it's the final thing. We're coming up where these might be the last upgrades for me, for all I know.
Ages. I don't believe it. You came back. Both of you.
It's taken me a while, but I never should have left.
And you?
I needed someone to hold this.
I heard what happened at the Hall of Songs. I'd say I was sorry, but I'd rather be honest.
It's all right. The Herald will pay for what she's done, though.
Cicero, what I said a few days ago about the Melicarte.
Have the sleepers awakened?
If you will have them by your side. Yes.